So thank you for coming out to check out this beautiful slab that we're pouring in a subdivision called Bell Oaks in Bulverde, Texas. Just like some of the other information that went over the video of how a slab lays out, I thought it would be cool to take a look to see how it turns from a lot to a plan to what the actual is. First, on this particular house, we're building it for one of our customers. We set it back a little farther, like the guy next door, his house is a little closer. This one, we moved it back a little bit so it gets perfect right in the middle of all these trees. I don't know if you can see these big giant oak trees. It's got some fantastic trees over there. It sits up a little higher, so it has like a little bit of a view going to the back. So when it came to selecting it, rather than putting it way up too close to the front or here where we gotta knock down the trees, or so far back where it would have gotten those trees, we placed it right here. We'll go check out each one of the corners. That the topography kind of goes from the front left to the back right, kind of going this way. So just like on the video when we talked about earlier, that corner is our 1 foot corner where it starts out. It goes and transitions this way. So this corner over here is about 3 feet. So we have approximately a 2 foot drop going this way. We'll get a shot of the back corners, which are a 4 and a 5 foot corner. So all this stuff we planned and knew ahead of time and priced out before we even started construction on the slab, which is kind of like going on in our other videos. So we know what things cost and we know what we're getting into for construction before we start, and our customer knows what they're gonna be buying, what they're gonna be paying for. So as you can see by how, I guess, tall I am, this corner is getting up to be probably about 4 feet. So really important when you're selecting your lot, and really important if you own the lot to know what it's gonna cost. For the next part of the video, I'll kind of B-roll in and describe some of the things that are going on with the actual construction of the slab from when we started this morning, pouring the concrete with the pump truck and the different steps. So let's check that out. So while we're out here on the job site, I just want to point out one thing that comes in the next phase of the construction when we start framing. For our wind bracing, we put a lot of metal straps that are already built into the slab. Then when we build the house with the OSB on the exterior, our guys come in and nail every single hole. So if you look around all the corners of the foundation, I think there's 30 or 40 of them on this particular slab, but it's a really, really strong way to make sure the house is situated on the slab and it's not going to move. You'll also notice that we have a bunch of J bolts in here. It has a little J on the bottom that we put in all around the perimeter. And then last we come through with even more of them whenever the plate breaks are, and put anchor bolts in there additionally. So with the straps, with the J bolts, with the anchor bolts, and with a lot of the ways that we frame all the portals of the house, ends up with a really, really well-built, strong house that doesn't shift, crack, or have any problems.